Okay. Up and Adam. Yes. Did I put these here? I think I put these here. Otherwise, I'm quite worried. Okay. Okay. Where was I? That is the question. Well, I know I had the talk with Veswin, talk with Celica. You know, maybe I should check my mail. That'd be a good first shout. Hey, this has gone unchanged. That's a good sign. I'll start. Okay. Okay. We're on a better path, I think. I would assume. I just need to... Oh. Huh. We lost our holiday cheer, I see, and our big tree, and we got a couch back. Wonderful. Do I have mail? This was Celica, wasn't it? Huh. Neat. Update from a few days ago. Yep. There we go. What do we have going on up here? Or out here? This is still the kingdom building update. It's another kingdom building update. I should check on that. Now I've been spending quite a lot of time planning for it, but not a lot of time out there. Perhaps that needs to move up on my priority list. I should check upstairs as well. That feels vital these days. Bathroom, I hope nothing has changed in. There's still a random man in there. Okay. And then what of the kitchen? Anything new or fun here? I don't think I wrote that. I just don't, I don't think that was me. No. Okay, I'm gonna take that. I don't need my name. I mean, I was. So I can't even say it's slander, but... Huh. That's me. Okay, so let's go back up. Read whatever is in update. I believe that's Veswin. There we go. Yeah, there. Okay. Let's read. Why not? My favorite reading chair. Your Highness, things to know as of January 11th. Bit out of date, but sure. For mob studies, you are required to speak with Professor Castiel on a time that is best suited for you and one person of your choosing to fight the Wither. Huh. Huh. Okay, interesting. It was the lesson the other day for class. I suggest Mateus, as he is the vampire assistant for Castiel. And there's a chance for points. I wish I knew what the rest of that said. I did not attend the class, sadly. More information can be gained from Mateus or Marjorie. Additionally, Professor Curtin is looking to speak with you, according to Rose. She did not say about what, however. Violet and Willow have returned to court. Willow as of the solstice dinner, and Violet as of recent. Violet should be back soon, but I am unsure about Willow. The demons are hosting an event called the Lunar New Year. Leonidas asked us to provide blood for us to drink. Oh, for us. Interesting. So I put a notice up. If no one can assist, I will do it. They have a specific dress code, however, they are coordinating with the fashion club. Outfits made. Let me know if you wish to put in the order yourself or if I should do it for you. Rosalind and Mateus are having a birthday party this weekend. Yeah, that'd be this weekend, I think. I do hope you make an appearance. I'm sure I'd be welcome. How's it that I'm more welcome at a Fellfolk beach party than I am at my own court's birthday party? Why do I care about a birthday party? And I've been invited to tea with Sol Katerina. Speak of her. If there is anything you wish for me to get out of her, information-wise, let me know. Otherwise, I will just be trying to get... Oh, good. I didn't want to read the rest of that, really. There was an incident regarding Aqua and Mateus. When is there not? Literally, when is there not? When is there not? And my curtains are still short. Okay. So what, they break into the restricted section of the library. I don't even care whose fault that was. And he goes, I know what to do. Go back to hanging out with her. Yeah. Why not? Okay. Of course. Naturally. Sure. He found her in a pool of blood. Oh. Great. Awesome. You know, I don't think there is one thing I would have wanted to hear more. Sure. Found her in a pool of blood, but is, quote-unquote, unsure of the cause. She seems to have, quote-unquote, protected him, but I wished to still inform you of this in case it escalates and your assistance is needed with the Crown Duchess. Okay. Lastly, it's come to my attention that Celica has been coughing up blood. I'm going to puke. I'm worried this is sparked by something rather important, and I think we should talk about it soon. Or you speak to her regarding a possible failed-to-execute request. Let me get this straight. If the coughing up blood is as of failing a request, she has two requests. Yeah. Because I gave her a request not to take any orders or requests from anyone besides yours truly. And then the other order that I gave her was to not disclose anything from our private conversation. So if that is related, I am quite worried. The worry it has mentioned the other day. Okay. Here's a new awesome Viscountess rule maybe I can bring up. Stop cutting your pages short. I don't care how you're binding your books. Stop cutting them short. You know what? Need to check my items. After my curtains got stolen, I'm paranoid now. Overtly. Hey, I can put up this handsome mug, though. Oh, yeah. Perfect. I forgot that I'm rich. In everything except for what matters. Okay. So, Charybdin needs to speak to me. I need to work on kingdom building. Need to talk with Veswin. Been thinking on... I think she said, because maybe I've been narrow-minded? I don't know. Perhaps I need to talk with the headmaster and figure out how these courts actually work. It seems everyone else has their proper heirs, and they themselves are here, and so I'd assume that your heirs join the throne with you. That's why I've been speaking and treating Veswin as I have. Well, some part of why I have been. That reason being, I don't... You're not a Viscountess. You are not. Maybe I need to speak to the headmaster, because maybe she actually will be. All things considered, she would make a infinitely better advisor, but Already given that to Celica, and I don't want to seem flimsy on my word. Let's check the center grounds. Okay. Perhaps. Where do I have an empty page? Here. Oh, yeah, I forgot those notes. Speak with Professor Carriage Bin. I don't know. Veswin. Stop writing short. Celica, I need a outfit. Headmaster. Heirs. Crown Duchess. Aqua. Is there anyone else on that list? Teus. Aqua. Castile. Okay. See how much of that I can cross off, you know? Katarina. Boy, hope. Awesome. Wonderful. Wow. Okay. I don't know. I feel... I don't know. I just feel so cooped up. So used to being everywhere, at every place, every time. No shortage, and now it feels like I'm just so out of the loop doing nothing. Hello? Muscle for hire, that's Finn's thing. Tutoring club. I missed that. Missing reward. Contact Cassian. Oh. Just rotated a little. Hello. It is this weekend. There's a skeleton. Dress in your best night outfits. Don't be late. Well then, yeah, I'm not walking the path. Can't say I'm not curious in the hello? Uh-huh. Alright, should you need tutoring for a specific class, please put your name down at time, blah, blah, blah. Sure, one-on-one. Oh, hello. Oh, great. I mean, that's a fine thing, but... Interesting. That is another thing I need to speak to the headmaster about. Private tutoring. But it has been quite a while since I checked on my favorite book here. Let's see about it. Yep. Okay, interesting. Okay, there was I, and then there's the one or two after me. Indeed. I admit I had found this book previously and decided to put it down as I did not have anything to write in it as of then. Now that it's a different story, I agree with a lot of these feelings others are having, especially in relation with Everthorn. So much expected of us, and yet we ourselves are so unsure of who we are or what we want to achieve. I myself want to help others and try my best to be there for other people I cannot read. Perhaps I don't know how to exactly express that. I find myself not fitting in here, and when trying to make friends or put myself out there, it only blows up in my face. Not so much for connection with others, I find myself sabotaging it. I've discovered this academy doesn't want us as we are, but as the perfect quote-unquote ruler. When there's no such thing, I'm unsure of who to be here. I'm unsure if helping others is even what I want anymore. From sea foam. It's gotta be a sea monster. No two ways about that. Just figured out that you have the choice to walk away from it all if you are not capable. Perfection can be achieved. If the headmaster asks you to jump and you jump, will that be enough, or will you finally ask how high? Be his how high. Applies to all. Not the worst advice. Truly. You stink and you're mean. From tea time. Hello. There's no such thing as the perfect ruler. People make mistakes. It is within our nature to do so, and what matters is how we react to those mistakes. To let your mistakes define you is stupid. No one will ever truly be perfect. There is always a slip. But you are more than those. The Everthorn, I believe, isn't to shape us into the perfect ruler, but instead show who truly deserves and is capable to handle that power, with the bonus of learning useful skills that will be a benefit in the long run. As the previous note said, if you think that isn't you, you are not forced to be here. You have free will. The walls. I find myself to agree with our anonymous guest entry within the book. What are we doing if we aren't meeting the expectations of ourselves as well as what the other professors want us to achieve? If you aren't going to take risks, why even be here? Push your own limits and find your purpose within your own right. No one will ever be perfect. Tell Bloodrun. No one will ever fit smoothly together just as a puzzle piece. From the Enigma. Ring, 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 ring. Ring, 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 ring. Banana phone. Bloodclaw. No one's replied to my back. Huh. Fascinating. Should probably write an entry and continue, but... Shmee. Can I patent shmee? Can I make that a word? People listen to me? I don't know. Let's proceed into the actual building. See if we can find anyone. Any of the people that we actually need to talk to, preferably, but... Could also missive, but that feels so distant. Hate it. So here I am, walking the same aimless walk. Is that a people? It's not a people. Do I film? I do have film. Unless that was my last bit. In which case, shucks. Alright. You're still here, 'cause of course you are. Why not? Fashion Club. Not a whole lot of classes coming up. Excuse me. Community events will not be rewarded. I can't help but feel that's a little bit because of me. What I ask for, and so I pull up the bridge behind me? I mean, it's ridiculous. That's displaying the exact traits they want us to have, and yet... Sure, whatever, why not? PowerPoints. Get ready for disappointments. Cerulean with 688. Cinderloon with 547. Okay. Samara with a whole 703. I'm going to look over and we're going to have 400 and I'm going to weep tonight. Okay. You know, 30 is an improvement. Worth documenting. Maybe, yeah, just crop it. Yeah, there we go. It's not first. But I would need my court to actually like me before we even get... I'm shocked we have 3. Let's see. Things out here cleaned up. For the most part, I think. Yeah, I did my part. I was a responsible young man. Let's still, yeah, voting booth. Mystery stage. Okay, yeah, I did a good job. Katarina helped. I don't think anyone put up more photos. Where is everybody? I feel like everything should be a lot busier. I don't know. Just strange. It's so completely quiet. Can't say, well, I was gonna say I can't say, I bet my tongue while trying to say that. My blood is not good blood. Alright, Major. Hello. Sorry. Majors. I don't think I have to sign up for one, given. Well, what else am I gonna be? Question. Okay, crap. Okay, so you have to manually sign up. Now that I'm here, I can't feign ignorance. But I also can't remember what I actually need to take. Let's see. Well, okay. Every head heir is here. There's the Crown Duchess, Chancellor, and Sol herself. Okay. Blend in with my peers. Unless I'm getting misled. Which I would hope not. Perfect. But here. I don't see Katarina. Oh. There's Cassian, but not Morel. Cassian, but not... Cassian's a real overachiever. Which maybe we need for points. Honestly, should have thought of that. Let's see. Let's sign up. Okay. There's Morel. There's Katarina. Cassian, yeah. To assume, honestly. It's royal code. Fiorente. And no one wants mechanics. Sorry. I'm assuming these aren't necessary either, then. Magical studies or the culinary. Okay, so let's review our own court. Okay, let's see. Are you joking? Not one member of Blood One has signed up for Equestrian. Have I made it to one? No, but is that relevant? Honestly, maybe it would explain some things. Wait. Okay. No one likes horsies. I get it. Marjorie likes being... Well, okay, that does make sense. Sabrina on this list. It's interesting. I've had one conversation with you, and I guess it should have hinted me towards that's what you're doing 2 seconds into your time here. Why not? No one here besides Rosalind, Sabrina. Awesome. Yay. We're going to lose with this type of spirit. Oh, there we go. Royal Code has Mateus, Celica, me. That went downhill real quick. Can I get more than 2 vampires in a class? Rosalind? No. Mateus? Nope. Okay, cool. This one hasn't even picked a major. Maybe I do need to move up that conversation. How do I even start? Good evening. This one does sound like a good way to start a conversation. Why is this dreadful? I mean, it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. But okay, who else do I need to speak with? Professor Cribden. Good evening. I was told that you're looking to speak. Oh, look at me, Mr. Popular. Good evening, Your Highness. How can I be of assistance? Two ways to go about this, Ezra. I do owe her a personal conversation that I would like to partake in, and then I also would like to check on her major. I can do both. I can have concern as a friend about her major. But also if that verges into direction or suggestion, I'm yawning, as if I haven't slept too much. Okay. And she left me an update book that I should probably follow up on. Friendly conversation. No, not friendly conversation, because I have things to catch up on. It's the issue. Can't just friendly conversation her. No. To discuss your update book. Would you like to meet? Okay. Whatever. The personal and friendly chat will it will arrive, I'm sure. I don't mean to put it off. I just there's things that we need to discuss first. That's the simple matter of it. Okay, so what is it? Mob studies, ask whatever vampire assistant for the class means. Attend the class. Okay, so maybe she doesn't know. See about Lunar New Year. Let her know that I'm... No, that's gonna rub dirt in the wound if I... I can give her something to do as a acting Viscountess. That would work. Lovely, yeah. Okay. So I can address that in an interesting way. Birthday party. Do we need an outfit for that? Let's see about tea. Letters. Aqua. Sure. And so, because... one thing at a time. You know what? One thing at a time. Okay. Let her know where I'm at. I can be professional, I can be official while being transparent, directing her on what to do. She's a Viscountess, not an advisor, as well as she would make for one. I need her to be a little more ready to, I suppose, direct in my stead. It seems that she was around for quite a lot. A hell of an update book. Hello, Leonidas. I'm lonely. Good.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm well. I have been told that I need to fight a wither with someone for your class.
Yes, that'll be in the mob studies class. Not it. It won't be this mob studies. It'll be the next one.
Wonderful.
It will
Anything
be
I
you
should
and
prepare beforehand?
I mean, what armor do you have?
Diamond.
I would recommend getting at least the basic set of netherite.
I have netherite, but it was given to me by a court member who suggested I get enchantments first, and I haven't gotten around to that.
If you need help with enchantments, let me know. I can help you out for sure.
I can also.
Otherwise, I'd recommend just having the best set of gear you can acquire yourself. What weapon do you have?
A simple diamond sword.
I'd recommend getting that enchanted and upgrade to netherite as well.
I agree.
You shouldn't need a bow, because it's in an enclosed space. It's all close quarters combat.
It seems dangerous.
That's why you should have the good equipment. But if for whatever reason the vampires aren't able to, if they do not feel like they are well equipped, I will delay their wither fighting until they are well equipped.
I see. I was told that Mateus is your vampire assistant?
Yes, he is a tutor for knighthood and a teacher's assistant. So I would recommend Mateus if you're going to choose any vampire, or Marjorie, one of the two.
Very well. I appreciate the heads up.
Of course.
Leonidas, a pleasure to see you, of course.
You as well.
That a new
We
outfit?
shall be off.
No, but it's not likely you've seen me in it.
Well, you're always fresh on the eyes either way. Good day.
Good day.
Truth be told, I find him a bit repulsive. However, who am I to comment? It's a demon. They're all a little bit. I mean, there's just... Okay, in truth, the smell isn't as bad as it was always described. But there is one. There is one, and I'm shocked no one talks about it. It's slight. It's real slight. But it's there. Well then, I should probably be... Yeah, we'll just take a seat. And wait. I'll just go through page by page. Seems about the easiest way to do it.
Beat me here.
Even when I put the dirt away too?
Yeah.
Good
I
evening.
will speak to you later.
Okay. Blueprints.
Mateus. Would you like to...
Hello.
I don't know why I got off on the backside. Is there someone you... or somewhere you would wish to speak?
We seem to have productive conversations upstairs in the common area.
Very well. Did you mean upstairs, or upstairs?
Yes. Not the party room, the just the
Upstairs,
lounge.
upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I'll go ahead. Hi, I cannot speak today. I will go ahead and make a space.
All right.
So I received
Hope you
your...
are well. Oh, yes.
Fine enough. I received your update book. I appreciate that. If it would help, I think we should potentially order or put to existence somewhere secure or private to exchange this. That way, if there is something critical or crucial, it doesn't have to be disguised. I know there was the bit in there about Celica that I picked up a few details, but I imagine that without the fear of someone reading through it, you would be able to speak a little more clearly and openly about it.
I don't know the state of who is coming in and out, whether it is court members being nosy or if it is others.
Right.
It's a bit of a toss-up because I know that we don't want our court members to act like that, but I also know that, and I'm not, this is not me pointing a finger, I'm just reiterating something that happened was with the blood on the walls. I had thought it was someone else, but to not exhaust all possibilities, you had the thought that maybe it could be a court member. So it's one of those things of how much do we want to actually be openly telling each other things if we're unsure about them.
You'll give me just a moment. I have an idea. I quite like it. I have an idea. My idea may be simplistic. This place is structurally sound, you would think, right?
Well, I've had note of the
We'll
wall
find out.
kind of caving in. Okay.
We're alive.
I just wouldn't touch this as it's very
of course not.
fragile.
Simple as.
I see.
You just make sure. Well, not many people should be in this middle section regardless, but make sure your path is clean, and then we can deposit books back and forth there. What about... I have another idea. Do you have any leads on who took my curtains?
You mentioned that a while ago, and
They're gone.
all of them?
Not all of them. Where else would I get these?
Oh, I did not see those.
It's minuscule. My supply is quite limited.
I've had Mateus hem mine because I was noticing they were knocking things off my desk. But taking them, no.
What is that? Ah, perfect. I reckon we just change how they're parted, perhaps. If there's something new to look at or report. So if I have anything to write to you, I will mess with it in some form. Ruffle it up, tie it off to a side. There is another one over here. Could use that as well.
Why don't, if I put something in, I change this one, as it's my room, and you change this one.
Sure. That way you don't have to go about messing with the masonry unless there's actually something of note there.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect, that solves that.
Would you like to start with the Celica thing, or?
I'll work my way
most
through
private?
the book just so that we don't go off track or forget anything, but...
Alright.
Mob studies, I spoke with Castile on my way to the dorms, actually, so I believe that's somewhat attended to. Reached out to Charybdin, didn't get a reply. Let's see. Ah, yes, the Lunar New Year. Did you get anyone to assist with the blood for that?
Not directly. At least knowing I put a notice on our board, but I also know that we've got a little bit of time before it is more urgent. It's not till
Certainly.
February 20th.
Oh,
Um,
certainly.
Yes. So it was more of a, if someone could pick this up, let me know. If not, then I'll end up doing it. It was just Leonidas more so looking for us to provide our own food for it, as our palette is limited.
Right.
I cannot for the life of me remember the official appropriate name of the outfits that they were wanting us to wear, and I do not wish to butcher them. But it's a specific type of clothing, and it has to be made brand new for the Lunar New Year. But I know Leonidas is working with Marjorie and the fashion club to, you know, have an understanding of how they're supposed to be made. So I think that we could be able to just say, hey, we're looking to get some outfits made. This is the color. This is what we want.
Right.
And then we do fittings and things like that.
You
I
have
can
a bit
I
in
can
there
missive
about
Leonidas.
requesting or seeing if you would like, or apologies, I feel I do not sleep enough. I cannot talk correctly, but you had the bit in there about ordering on my behalf or seeing if I would order myself. I believe that, well, we were lacking an acting advisor here. I believe those duties somewhat fell on you and Violet. Primarily you, as I don't exactly see Violet around too much, but that's a discussion for perhaps another time. And I do appreciate...
Well, she's at court. But yeah,
yes,
but I
indeed.
no.
And I do trust you with the duties you have of keeping me informed and, of course, being a listening ear. However, as for actual advisory duties, did I fill you in on Celica? At least my end of what I have there.
You had mentioned that she is going to be acting advisor.
Indeed.
At least that's what she's looking to major in.
And I'm looking to foster that if I can. I'm frankly looking to organize a meeting with the headmaster and myself. Another, believe it or not. Because I've been thinking on our conversation and I'm not sure, actually. I'll admit, I don't know how exactly that all functions or forms. I suppose I've been so glued to my Viscounts my entire life that thinking I wouldn't bring them with me when I win was a bit confusing. But also, I suppose preparing to rule back home, or preparing for the possibility to rule back home, is much different than preparing to rule here. This comes with different expectations, a lot more gravity, a lot more...
It's the whole realm.
Indeed. So I don't mean to take them out of the picture, but it's something I at least need to check in with the headmaster on. That to say, I know that your trouble came from not being sure if you would be guaranteed a role. And until I have this talk, I can't guarantee anything yet. I would still like to keep your title as acting, and with how our court has so far held up, I have my hesitations to guarantee anyone a role. I really haven't known any of you for all too long. Celica, as acting advisor's very much a trial run, for reasons that I'm sure you could assume or know. And I would like to have faith in that. I would like to hope that when Bloodwind wins... Actually, I didn't notice that. Bloodwind. When we win and I take the throne, I would like to have the ease of placing her in an advisory role. But that simply depends on how she actually performs. And depending on how this talk goes, if the expectation is that I'm selecting from the pool here, if headmaster, if Thorn is so very proud of his selection of students across the courts that I'm required to select from there, which would make sense, in fairness. It would be... Yes, I suppose if you're trying to select for the most important role, you don't want to leave it up to anyone. You would put your pool in. Limit the selection. So if that's indeed the rule, if that's where I have to select from, then it's much easier to promise or give full guarantees. But even so, you have been loyal and hardworking. So I will do... Ripton has replied to me. I will do what I can to make sure you have something when we win. And if not, I will see what I can do at home.
I appreciate it, Your Highness. I don't know what is to come of the courts once this is all done, and I realize my flaw in also assuming, but the opposite. I assumed taking on the Viscountess role, and doing everything in my power to make sure that you win, that would guarantee me, but I am not a Viscount. Not at home, and technically by title not here. Simply through royal code, so I think I jumped the gun. And it's, with everything compounding on itself, it added fire to the flame, or fuel to the flame, and caused my outburst.
Right.
So I apologize.
Do you know when the majors are due?
Friday?
Not a whole lot of time left.
No. And I still haven't picked mine.
I did notice that. That's when I had missived you.
Oh. I guess I'm just, with everything going on and what you actually need of me, where you want to put me, where I am suited best for helping you, I've been struggling with what that looks like. And I just haven't had the chance to decide or choose for myself. I want to make the best decision, but I am painfully aware that some of mine have not been the greatest lately, so...
We all take our missteps. It's about just correcting your course and making sure it doesn't happen again. I am no stranger to it. But I would like you as a Viscountess. Acting, of course, here, as again, I do not wish to guarantee anything, but...
Then
You've done...
I will do my duty.
Thank you. You've gone over the top thus far, and... As a friend, I would like to guarantee you at least what I can, and push for something.
A friend. We haven't had that personal talk yet. I thought it was kind of still up in the air.
Ah. Well, it can wait then. The friend title.
It's not to say that I don't want it. I just... Our conversations haven't been personal, so it's been a little bit hard to figure out where we stand, if I'm being completely honest. I think we are binding footing, maybe. But
Perhaps after
we
we
have-
speak with Charybdin, we can spend that more personal time. I need to gather resources if you would like to join along for that, but
I haven't promised anything to Katerina, but I know that she's looking for me to
talk about
teach
my next
her
bullet
how to
point.
make rose. Yeah, she's looking for me to teach her how to make rose tea, and that is on Friday as well.
I was
So-
going to ask when it was and if I was too late, but
No, it's Friday, so I could teach her Friday before, but I don't want to rush.
no, I think time is good. Before we move along from the Viscountess title and outfits for the Lunar New
Yes.
Year, I would like
I-
to...
I got the name of them. The outfits are called a hanfu or a kipao, and as long as we are not wearing black or white, we are fine.
And not black or white?
No black, no white. Hanfu.
I'm in trouble.
Hanfu. And kipao. I'm spelling it out for you if you're writing it down.
I'm all right. I figured out my own spelling. I'm sure I was close enough.
Well, if you missed a Q, then you might not.
I'm
Close.
surely close enough. As you are acting Viscountess, I would like you to, of course, follow to more akin to home. As much as I appreciate it, I don't think you have to stress yourself out with as much advisory tasks. At least not mandatorily. I don't know if you're just simply perhaps the type of person to go out of your way to do that, but...
Yeah, it's more that. It was more of, if you are busy, I am going to be putting mine in. I can put yours in as well, should I know what you want.
I would like
but if
to
you
have
wish-
you... Is there a deadline for these?
I can double check, but I'm assuming no. We would want to give the fashion club the most amount of time to get them done. I wouldn't want to be putting them in a few days before.
Right. If you could go to Celica and have her place it on your behalf, I believe that would be good practice for everybody. You as
Just mine?
I will also be going to Celica, and if
Okay.
you see Violet before me, advise her to do the same.
I shall. I will say that I am not used to having an advisor, just a lady in waiting. I guess. Well,
I can
at
imagine it's a
Dakota.
bit of an adjustment.
Yeah, they can do similar things, so I guess it's within the same vein. But obviously, one has more responsibility and more hands-on and things like that. But I can't believe I'm saying this. I will try to do less.
I don't want you stressing yourself out too much by any means. You're welcome to do what you wish to do, of course, but take it easy on yourself. There's
With this court.
Yes. I want
I
Celica
got
to
to keep
get
them
her.
in line.
Oh, we all do. I
I
want
will-
Celica
I
to
will
get
do
her
better.
practice with advisory. I believe her to be a good selection. I just need to see it, I suppose.
Mhm.
And so
Give
I
it the
believe that
chance.
you giving her that practice, giving her that experience of listening to Viscounts or Viscountesses as well as you and Violet learning to, as you said, go to an advisor. It's, of course, a bit formal. I know, obviously, that we all could probably just go directly to the fashion club. It's not like it's all too far away or that we are too extremely busy here, but
Mhm.
practice and, yes, formality, I suppose. And otherwise, of course, I suppose where your quote-unquote previous advisory duties fall. If I am not around, that is, of course, then your chance to step up as the Viscountess. I would ask that you're not making anything in my stead or saying anything too final, but if something needs to be done or controlled and I'm not around, then that's where it would fall on you.
I see.
And again, of course, you have Selka, should you need the advisor or need help there. Aqua and Mateus.
Yes.
Didn't seem like there was all too much details in this, but I understand that this is from a few days ago. Did you get any updates on that?
Yes. So I wish not to delve
boy.
too deeply, as I know Mateus spoke to me on a personal level. It seems that there was an incident where he had I don't know the full details on how it started, but unfortunately, he fed on her and she ended up in the med bay because of it. However, she has been telling everyone that she was attacked by a werewolf that had wandered onto campus and he was there to save her. Based on the library situation that happened before, and the book that I received from her, she seems to want to make amends with us. This was prior to this incident.
You received a book
And
from her?
yes, give me one moment, I'll grab it.
Sure. I don't know. It really kind of seems like Aqua is trouble, and I really do not love trouble. I am kind of averse to it here. Call me crazy, but that just seems. You know what? Let's make that conversation happen.
Sent me a letter. She wanted to apologize for her behavior in the headmaster's office as she was getting rather heated. It felt like you were intentionally trying to twist my words. If that is not the case, then I definitely overreacted. Having time away from the academy and being back at court has given me time to reflect on the actions. I want to behave differently. I'm sure you're well aware of the pressure we are under and how everyone is looking at us and scrutinizing us. I'm sorry. I wanted to state that I truly do not want any bad blood between our courts. With all my heart, I do not want to believe any of the rumors about your court are true. I am a woman of science, going on about how she wants, to get to the bottom of things rather than just believe. If she offered to discuss things further, and she also wrote Mateus a book as well, basically indicating the same thing, and she's sorry.
And then he, in return, feeds on her?
So,
Did
this
he not
was when
take kindly to it, or?
I don't know. This is the personal matter. It was out of his control. It was not something that he intended to do. But it happened, and she is covering for him. So I plan to speak with her about it, as she had reached out to me and, had already offered an olive branch to talk about things. Basically, when I had stepped into the situation about it. I was confused about the library situation because I thought we had handled it. I thought it was, you know, it had happened. We told him not to do that again, not to be involved, to kind of stay away, to not, we had scolded him as much as we could. But then it came back up again because it was told to the headmaster. So I was confused because I thought the matter was settled, but it seemed like a petty way to try and make our court look bad. So I had gone in there on the defensive, not pointing fingers, but trying to understand why this was being brought up again. And it seemed like it wasn't coming from a very kind or genuine place if it was being brought to the headmaster after everything had already happened. So that was what she was referring to in the book. That was time ago. That was...
If I'm not mistaken, apologies, I believe I brought it to the headmaster. Unless you're saying this is time after that.
Oh, with the assembly, right?
Yes, with the restricted section of the library, just to make sure I'm on the exact same page. Yes, that was... I had the conversations with everyone that I could, and then had another meeting with the headmaster to try and discuss those items. And most of it, because again, I was trying to put us on clear footing here at Everthorn.
Yes.
And
I believe that was post you telling him. So...
Did they bring it back up then? Is that my understanding?
That's mine as well. My memory is failing me to remember if it was the headmaster or if it was them. When I was brought into the situation, I was under the impression that it was them. Because if you had brought it to the headmaster, I didn't understand. I just didn't understand why the situation was happening. We had admitted for the fault and it was settled between the parties involved. Why was it becoming a thing where me as acting princess at the time, because you were at court, and Morel were getting involved? It was a whole thing of, why is this happening? Why is this being rehashed? So she sent me a letter regarding it. That was time ago. That was before solstice. Before everyone kind of went on their breaks. And then this happened within the last couple of days. So I think it was just a matter of he had, I don't want to say an episode because that sounds wrong, but there was something that he was dealing with personally, and I think it affected. I'm trying to be vague because it's his personal information. I do not wish to put it on blast, but basically she had gotten hurt. She was taken to the med bay. People were trying to figure out what happened. She covered for him. I wish to have a conversation with her to apologize, make amends, be even, figure out why she is willing to lie for him. Those kinds of questions.
Especially after he already technically didn't cover for her. Why is she willing to step up?
Exactly. Does she want something?
If you'll walk with me, I did tell Charybdin that we would be available to speak in 10 minutes, and that was about 8 ago.
Apologies, I've been rambling.
It's fine, my own infallible internal clock has failed me. I did also missive to the Crown Duchess, just to see if she would be willing to speak. I haven't received reply yet, but...
Regarding this, or...?
Yes. Seeing if she knows anything about it, I will just report that I received something of details regarding an incident between Aqua and a member of my court. See if she knows anything about it.
I see. Silas and Paxton, I can remember off the top of my head, were both involved. Silas asking me questions about werewolves as if I were to know. I am unsure if he was hinting at something or if he was just genuinely asking me, but truthfully, I am not aware.
And I don't know if you will ever be...
Of werewolves. I mean, I have basic information regarding them, but...
I just got blindsided by that. This is entirely unprofessional of me, but I just got entirely blindsided by whatever just happened over there. I was going to give Dante a flower crown because I saw whoever that was had one. And then as we walked up close enough, I immediately heard her going, and I don't know if I'll ever be... I feel like I shouldn't have heard that.
Yeah,
Also, why are you having
a private conversation out loud?
Indeed. Regardless, I have no idea what this Professor Cribden conversation is about.
I am unaware as well. I could guess, but Rosalind did not mention what.
Do you know which tower it is?
This one.
Wonderful.
Um,
I was told
sadly,
the office will be adequate. So I think that's entry.
all right.
If not, you were first.
I've got it. I called it. Second floor, I believe. First is
Worst.
Saren's. Yes.
Please come in. Oh, separate doors. Welcome, welcome. This is a less formal meeting.
Let's see if
Please.
Cribden joins
step
the
to
group we
where it's a
have.
little more comfortable.
Oh, hello.
I can't quite hear you if you're speaking.
Just give a respectful stare.
Hold on.
Should I join the group? Very well. Hello.
Good evening.
Hello. I quickly before we start, you are looking different, and I was informed that sea monsters can change their forms. Is this a different form of yours?
Yes. I am presently male. You can still call me Della if you wish, or you may call me Dylan.
Right.
Well,
all right. Thank you.
Technically, you should be calling me Professor Caribbean.
It is whatever you wish.
But yes, this is... You should certainly expect to see this every now and again throughout the year.
Of course, I just wanted to make sure that I was referring to you appropriately.
And I very much appreciate that. Thank you very much.
I don't look at the professors enough because I don't think I noticed the difference.
I think you'll like that segues quite well. So, actually first, can I get you anything? Any refreshments?
We come with our own.
Very well.
I'm my own snack, but I can't say that
do make
to a
sure
professor.
to have things prepared regardless, but very well. Well, I suppose we should simply get into the matter. I do not wish to waste your time. I've been informed recently that, well, your court feels as though I have been unfair towards you. I would like to inquire as to why and see if there's anything I can do to make you feel more welcome here at the academy. the last thing I would wish to do is make any court feel unwelcome, and, well, I've regretfully learned that it has been the case.
I know that Veswin here has been trying to keep notes on just anything, and usually to report to me or just in terms of documentation.
Mm-hmm.
The only one thing that I can think of before, of course, give it to her as she has the actual notes on this. Us as the initial target in Royal Code did feel a far bit unfortunate, but that may have just been perhaps dumb luck.
It was, in fact, a randomized event. It could have happened to any court. However, it also provided you with the opportunity to gain more points, of which you gained the max amount.
Very well.
Considering you were basically working against the odds.
And your
Could
notes?
you...
Oh.
Oh, I was going to ask for clarification on what you mean by working against the odds.
Because you were essentially the initial
That is a bit of
target in the
proper
scenario
argument. I
in
don't know
Royal
about the
Code,
favoritism, honestly. Or bias against, I don't know.
there was a court set up to try and cause your court's downfall, and you essentially had your court was being framed for something. The heat was on you. Your task was to essentially get out of the situation, suffering as few consequences for something you didn't do as possible. Which, well, you completed perfectly. Each court during that day had a different assignment to complete. Some completed it, others failed miserably. I can't fully reveal each assignment, because I believe that would be quite unfair.
No, of course.
But it's how it essentially worked. It was a randomized event. In that case, it was based on who was the last to serve the person that was randomly chosen to be poisoned.
I see the tactic.
Which, funnily enough, I'm not even certain that Marjorie was the one. However, upon conducting a bit of questions towards students, a majority agreement was that it was her who was the unlucky one. And considering this was a scenario of an arbitrary accusation, that's what I went with. Which I will say, you got out of that situation perfectly. It's why you gained the max amount of points possible in that class.
Again, hate to say it's a good argument.
I'm
just not aware of the rest of
I
our
think
points.
any grievances come from other situations or other times. The one that I have the most recollection of is, I guess, just it's a specific thing, but it also can kind of stretch out to, the court as a whole.
Please do not worry. Go on ahead.
During the second dance lessons,
oh, she's so right.
It, in contrast to the other dance lessons or the other classes, it had started to feel like smaller, easier tasks were being rewarded with points. Coming from, and it was easier to come from people who had a lot of materials or easy access to things, like music discs or building items or things like that, whereas for the assistants within the class stepping up and, you know, showing poise and respect and I guess just being active and present. I might not be using the right adjectives or describing words, but that feels like it wasn't being recognized. And I guess my biggest thing is I worry with what we are trying to accomplish in regards to obtaining rule of the entire realm over all its people. Our objective is to gain points to show initiative in that way. So for points to be going to smaller tasks like getting an item versus stepping up and leading and ruling and, you know, helping other court members and the people, there was a contrast there that it seemed like one should be more recognized and the other one shouldn't.
You can say
at least
that
in
you
the matter
didn't
of
get
points.
enough points in that class, considering your court in the dancing classes had proven to be amongst the most qualified, yes?
I
believe
wouldn't
the
necessarily.
issue would more so fall on. Yes, apologies. We both had the same
No,
idea.
no.
I would believe that the issue is more so, yes, of our court, but in general, it doesn't seem fair that
Well,
rather
in a given
than
scenario.
merit and actual application of the knowledge and the teaching is not being prioritized over simply having the right stuff at the right time.
Well, if it helps, I can assure you that points were given after that class. I simply had to review how everyone was doing. I didn't want to just in the moment handle it.
Do you have the numbers on
wanted-
hand?
Yes, actually.
Oh, perfect.
Not from the exact class, but from the general, well, how many points each house scored over the course of December, if that helps. I do, at the end of the month, erase my notebook pages to not get lost in the points notes. But
Sure.
it still breaks down your points. I do request that you pay attention to your own court. And please do not read into the notes.
Sure.
Just look at the numbers, please.
You find reading over my shoulder?
Hmm?
Perfect.
Oh.
Apologies, I'm just so eager. Jumping out of my seat to read this. Mechanics class, extra credit 10. Court Blood One is better and will be by far the best court in Royal Code, scoring full marks on every challenge. Towards the end of December, there was a significant improvement from their reclusive habits, most clearly exemplified by their organization of the Solstice event. Someone's willing to give me credit for it. Vestwin should be highlighted as the most active student in class from Court Bloodwind, taking on the most extra credit work out of all the students and taking every opportunity to engage in class. Peekaboo. I shouldn't read that. Huh. Did you get all that?
I did.
Here, if you want to take a peek for yourself. Just up close. What a good sport. I don't think she could read any of that.
Overall, if it helps, once I establish a certain pattern of point giving, I don't always point out each time I do it, especially when other things are happening. If it helps, however, I'm
What did the
willing
bird get here?
to point it out more often. It's caused your court anxiety.
I don't think I wouldn't say anxiety necessarily. Just
Concern.
yes. I had noticed it. Well, I can't say too much because I am of the understanding that engineering is more fluid and free flowing. But that was it was my biggest thing, and I just wanted to make sure that just because that we have, you know, seemingly, according to the context clues that I'm picking up, a good understanding of royal code and etiquette and things like that, that just because we know it and we are able to apply it, other courts aren't, you know, being highlighted more because they are learning it. If that makes sense. They are growing, yes, and they should be awarded points for, you know, the things that they do. I'm not saying that they shouldn't. I just would hate for Bloodwyn to not be awarded anything.
Due to not having many opportunities to learn, yes?
Yes.
Well, if it helps, I'm willing to say that out of every court, your court has significantly gained the most points out of all of them in Royal Code. If I take a look here in Royal Code, adding teacher's class aid, which most of that also counts into Royal Code.
I wonder if I can test this.
In December, which had a singular class, you gained 33 points. No, wait, 32, because one of them was for the gift. Which in itself is, well, quite a few. Comparing to the other courts, I would say.
Yes.
Right.
Until today, I was unaware.
That's quite alright.
It is a bit difficult to keep track of what we have when we only see the final number.
Indeed. I do think that a big thing that's counted towards your final number is the fact that, well, unfortunately, your court had fewer people around, causing far fewer opportunities to gain points, even for such things as achievements. Hopefully, now that, well, 2 new people have arrived, you'll have more than enough opportunity to close the gap. I'm certainly rooting that you can. At least that's my theory. Obviously, I do not know. I do not know exactly for what other teachers grade. However, towards my grading, your court has gained the second most points from me. I hope that at least helps put some worries to rest. However,
yes, certainly.
Is there anything else
Thank you.
Perhaps I could change, make better for you? I do want you to feel welcome, and such concerns don't spawn out of nowhere.
Right. I believe it's just that transparency, I think, helps.
Very well.
Without knowing where we're getting points from. Yes, thank you. Without knowing where we're getting points from and only seeing the final number, I suppose we just associate who we actually see giving the points. But this clarity does certainly help.
Then how about this? At any time, feel free to come by and ask me about how your court's doing with points and I'll happily sing back the number.
Sure.
From the month. I only keep
Before
track.
the notebook goes.
Yes, exactly. Currently, I've not really started much this year yet, considering I plan to start things up properly when classes start. However, once classes start, you're more than welcome to check in and ask. I quite remember someone in your court asking at the end of a class as well. I'm always willing to answer.
Right.
Especially since I don't always say out loud when I give points, especially when I deem the declaration disruptive.
Very valid. Would it be perhaps a good idea for us to arrange a monthly meeting? You say you keep the books by month, and I believe that it's good to keep a more constant base.
Indeed. If that's the case, I'll be certain to make a separate book for you that doesn't contain the information of the other courts.
Right. And especially as these majors come by, I worry that, of course, I would be seeing you less throughout classes. All of the professors, truly, so having a way to touch base and keep in touch with you and how the rest of the court is doing would be great.
I'm more than happy to. I always say my doors are always open if there's any concerns, if there's anything to talk about, or even just the desire to drop by for tea.
Well, I'll bring my own blood. Not my own blood, but blood I own.
I can bring my tea set. I have one.
No.
I am also hoping to obtain glow squid blood. I heard that that was good. Is that correct?
It's, I've been informed that it's magical, actually.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
It's good for us.
Yes.
It allows us to be heartier and not be susceptible to some types of damage.
Well, I am hoping to obtain it. Currently I only have average blood here, but what kind of host would I be if I'm unable to cater to guests? And if there's anything that would help with information, I will admit my own shortcoming. Out of all the courts, I know the least about yours.
Right.
If there's any information that you believe I should learn, I will always dedicate the time to learn and study.
Do you have the pocket doctrine on you?
Polite, I don't. I'll make sure to drop one by.
Did you happen to get a I cannot believe I'm saying this. Did you get a gift?
Did you get a pocket doctrine
from Solstice?
No.
I will have to drop a gift box by then. I don't think we have any left. I'll have to make one.
I believe I was rushing to my room at the time to change into the dress code.
Oh. Apologies. If you had shown up in anything else, it would have been fine. I understand that it was last minute. I saw that you were with the headmaster, and I did not know if you were just with him before he started, but I realized that we had not extended the invite out to all of the teachers, which is my fault. I apologize. But we would not have faulted you if you did not show up in the
certainly all of the guests would have.
Oh.
If it helps, I didn't know about any dress code violation.
No.
I'm just now learning this ever happened.
Well, I appreciate it quite a lot. Thank you.
Of course. We do apologize.
And I'm glad we managed to have this talk.
Yes.
If there's anything ever, please.
There is.
Do come speak. Well, actually, Oh.
Not a problem with you. Just a problem while I'm, I suppose, speaking with the upper administration here. I'm still looking for a bit more, I suppose, resolution or information on an incident that happened in our dorms a good few weeks ago now, I believe, but There was stakes placed at the end of my bed, and I
Yes.
believe a few other beds, if I remember correctly.
Steaks and
yes.
garlic.
Rosalind and
in your
Matthias.
room, there was steaks and garlic in your room, as well as a certain book. I can't remember which one right now in your room that came from the forbidden section of the library. Then in Rosalind and Teus's room, there were 2 stakes placed right by their beds. Also, it's speculated that other dorm rooms were also broken into, as evidenced by the missing otter. The investigation is still ongoing, unfortunately. No one has come forward about the mustaches in order to be separated from the suspects if they were ever to be discovered.
The mustaches?
It was part of the incident. On the same day, mustaches were for the first time painted on the teachers' portraits.
Oh.
I believe this was done by somebody completely different, personally.
Seems like a different MO.
Yes, exactly. And I made a request that if anyone had done it, to come forward about it for fewer consequences and to not be linked to the far greater situation. However, no one had come forward.
I do have a
There's still
third
certain
suspect
books
to perhaps
missing.
enter into consideration. I don't know who they
Well-
are, but they have a different, I suppose, style? I woke up one morning and my curtains were shortened. Just someone had to have broken
day was
into my
that?
room. I could not even begin to tell you. It was a week or 2 ago, I would assume. But it's petty theft, but it is still theft, so I wish to bring it up, and perhaps, if that helps any, if you find someone with an excess of red curtains.
Understood. I'm going
Might be
to
good
be
to
sure to
question.
report that.
Thank you. Very weird choices
Yes.
being made by
It's-
these people.
Yes.
Yes, I can assure you that we're searching. However, it's difficult. There hasn't been a true trace left, and well, they targeted everyone, so there's no way to really narrow anything down.
Right.
That said,
Do you have anyone that you have cleared?
no, not really. No one
I see.
no one specifically. Unfortunately, it happened in the dead of night.
Mm.
Well, technically, yes, there are a few students cleared, those that were absent on trips.
Ah,
That said, I'm not at liberty to disclose who those people would be,
makes sense.
considering the private matter of home visits.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, unfortunately, that's all the information I'm able to disclose. Only things pertaining to your own court and that fact.
course.
That said, the full report is with all the teachers, so yes.
I appreciate it.
I wish.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I just got a pulsating headache and missed the last, 10 seconds, if that could be repeated, whatever that was.
They were just wondering how Matthias is doing.
Oh, yes.
I spoke with him today. He's been sleeping. He seems very tired, but yeah, less shaken, but still, there is still sadness there for Aqua and what happened to her. I've caught wind that it was a werewolf that had wandered onto campus, correct?
Yes. And unfortunately, semi-common occurrence.
Well, I did see your public missive about making sure to have a weapon on us and to not wander alone, especially at night. So we will make sure to pass that along and make sure that everyone is being vigilant. I plan to stay near Mateus as much as I can outside of my other people needing me, but make sure that he's all right.
I do have to ask him some questions for the sake of the report. Do you reckon he's well enough to answer?
I would say he's right of mind, just sad, solemn, like I said.
Very well.
Speak on
Then
his
I'll be
behalf,
sure to
but-
reach out to him and I'll bother you with it.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you very much for this conversation. It was
course.
very insightful, and
Yes, I agree.
I'm glad that we were able to clear things up.
As am I.
Thank you.
And yes, we can schedule monthly meetings.
Once I am able to reach out to the rest of the professors and schedule similar, I'll have a better picture as to when I can actually meet. Figure it's easier to knock everything out on one day.
All right, well, sounds like it's going to be a busy day for you then.
When are they not?
Well, I'm glad to know that you're keeping busy.
He's here?
He seems to always be.
Interesting.
3? At the same time?
I think he's just very much here, and it needed to be highlighted through repetitive messaging. Normally, I would
Well,
wash this off by now, however, there's something almost artful to it.
as long as it's not subliminal messaging, I think it's
I don't think I'm going to sleep tonight.
quirky.
Well then, we
Very
will...
much
They
so.
were here, they were here, they were here, they were here.
Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
They are
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Almost left it without me. What was your impression?
Like, covering bases?
Who?
I mean, technically both of us, but
Yes, fair.
they seemed, there was like genuineness and there was caring, but I felt like there was something underlying there. How are we the highest in points and yet it's not acknowledged? Is it something that I am being silly about, not having it not acknowledged? Are we secretly the favorite, but they can't really say anything?
I'm
So
not
us
going
bringing this up is
to-
wrong?
Say that... It would feel silly to bring up in front of the professor in a professional stance or an official meeting, but I know that we, and I would believe the other courts, all value our reputation quite highly.
I need to stop at the library quickly.
Sure. And so knowing
Keep
that
talking.
reputation is so highly regarded across the court, across all of the courts, I would argue that it is very important to then encourage the competition that they so seemingly want to by calling out when points are, of course, given. Going forward, It might be more difficult now that we have made it a point, but perhaps we note down when Charybdin shouts out point givings. Point. What would the word be? Point output? I don't know. See if perhaps there's a court that is more in favor. Make them look better in front of the other courts. Although it could be multiple angles. Calling out one court more than the other could cause strife against that court. So there's ways to consider it. Ooh. Wonderful. Thank you, Mateus. Okay.
Oh,
Hmm?
I wanted to put a bunch of E's. E.
Better not to beam yourself into everybody's head. Find it quite crass how every court seems to just have this affinity. I feel like I don't deal with it as much at home, but here everyone seems to always want to scream into each other's heads. It's baffling to me.
I know everyone at home is quite quiet, but here it's just everyone's showing. So during Royal Code, I will make note of when points are given out to other courts.
Yes, thank you. Yes, I still need to have a conversation with the Crown Duchess. And then
yeah, there's nothing new.
a few others on my list. Let's see. Who is on my list? Oh, that's the one final thing. Stop writing so long that you flow off the page and write on your desk or whatever it is that you're doing. Sorry, I'm speaking in my head. That's the one last thing that I need to address.
Oh, yes.
You need to be very careful when writing. I don't know what it is. You just keep writing off the page. I want to see your desk. I want to see your wall. Because wherever it is that you're writing, I believe that you're so intent on the page that you just continue writing off of it. Because I don't see it. I don't know where it could have possibly went. I know you didn't just finish a sentence as such. So you can match it up to your desk.
I try... No, because I apparently can read my own writing. I try to make sure that it doesn't go as long so that you can read it. What is it specifically that you're not seeing? Which one? Rosalind Mateus.
I believe there was one with the Fashion Club.
The Lunar New Year? They have a specific dress code, however, they are coordinating with the Fashion Club to get new outfits made. Let me know if you wish to order one. Rosalind and Mateus are having a birthday party. I'm having tea with Katarina.
There was one with, I believe, Katarina, yes. That cut off.
If there's anything that you wish for me to get out of her information-wise, let me know. Otherwise, I will be just trying to get in good graces, is what I said.
Yes, just good graces. We are on, I believe, good terms with the Solmera court, so I would like to keep it that way.
All right. On the Mateus thing, I said I wish to still inform you in case it escalates in your assistance, and if your assistance is needed with the Crown Duchess. And then with the Celica thing, I had said, or you speak with her regarding a possible failed to execute request. I worry it has something to do with what I mentioned the other day. She was seen by, well, I don't know who she was seen by, but it was out in the open because I found blood. I have found blood on the stairs multiple times. And I am aware, I don't know how much Celica has told you about her curse. I know you had a conversation on Solstice. I am assuming and I am hoping that it was regarding that. If not, I can inform you on anything that you have questions about. I know that if she does not perform a request, she is hurt by it.
I was getting that impression.
If she is to be coughing up blood,
she would be
denying a request, but I have not given her a request in months.
She has 2 at the moment. She should only have 2. in the interest of her protection, I gave her the order not to take orders unless it was coming from me.
Oh.
I was unaware who all was in the know about it, and so I didn't wish to have it abused, even for perhaps petty things. I believe that she is here with the rest of us and shouldn't be just simply used as a tool. And so I place that responsibility in my own hands. The other request that she should have right now is to not detail anything from our private chats. Given that that's between a prince and the advisor, I believe that's a fair request.
Mm-hmm.
Can just keep running by and photoing us.
I think he's in the
Paying
mindset
the consequence for it.
I think he's in the mindset to try and get more candids.
By
We had a
making-
conversation earlier.
Yes.
So, I see.
So the question is, which one of those did she disobey?
Mm-hmm. Or did someone else that we don't know of try to give her a request and she couldn't take it because of the one that you have installed, or not installed, in motion right now? I have not given her a request. From my understanding, I only knew because it came up in a conversation where she asked, "Is that an order?" And I thought it was really weird. And I thought, then I got to thinking that, is that her curse? And I was brought to medbay when she had passed out and was very hurt after the Winter Ball. And when she woke up, her and I had a conversation about it. I have not given her a request since, as I am of the same opinion of you, of it should not be for petty things. It should be for information or secret keeping, to the benefit of you or the court as a whole. So to hear that she's still coughing up blood has me
Yes, may as well.
question mark.
I will, the next that I can get a hold of her, discuss with her. I suppose it's better to get that direct. But I have to cut a bit short. I have a meeting with the Crown Duchess.
That's all right. I need to go meet with Katerina.
Torn between a few ways to send you off. Yes, enjoy your evening then. She probably said something so truly very insightful there that I just completely missed, trapped away in my own head. Or I guess her trapped in her own head? Who's to say? I now get to talk to the Crown Duchess. That's what's aboard, Mr. Fioravente. Sir Fioravente. Aureliano Fioravente. Do I miss my father? I got a job to do right now. I can't think of that. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. Hello.
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 Are you two meeting?
We've met.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, like, are you having a meeting? That's what I'm asking.
Probably some years ago. We're about to have a discussion. Apologies, I'm jesting.
I'm sure you are, sir. Anyway, I'm going back to the dorm. Have fun with your talk. Bye bye.
A pleasure seeing you as always.
Goodbye.
Bet she said something real insightful there.
Oh,
I couldn't hear her,
I'm sure.
however.
yeah, no, neither could I.
I'll make us a space.
Okay.
So, I don't have all too much information. I was just briefed by one of my viscountesses that an incident came up between our courts. something between, I believe, Aqua, who just passed by, and Mateus. I was just wondering if you have any more details or information on that.
All that Aqua told me was that there was a werewolf and that Mateus killed it.
I suppose my
That's-
court is quite modest, then. I didn't know he killed it.
Oh, that's what I believe Aqua had told me. She made it out to seem as if it was something really, I guess, bigger than it was. She was most definitely afraid of my reaction for whatever reason, but she just said that she, I guess, had gotten a little bit injured from the werewolf, but that Mateus took care of it, and that was about all I was told.
Gotcha.
So I don't know why I would have like a, I guess, a grand reaction over that if both are fine and the werewolf is gone. Though the werewolf should probably not be on school grounds, but
Yes, I suppose perhaps the worry could have come from it does involve another court, and that leads to meetings like these, but...
I guess that is true.
Or perhaps, I don't know how the attack went down, but having to be saved by another court I could see being scandalous in certain circles, but...
I
I'm
guess that is true.
simply happy Mateus was there.
As am I. I don't know how bad the attack was. She didn't give me details, but
She
said that
seems
she
to be
was
in good
fine.
spirits.
Yeah, she has been running around all day from what I can tell. So,
Well then, that's all I have. I just wish to check in on that, and I won't keep you from retiring.
that is okay. I thank you for checking in.
Yes, thank you for
I am
your time.
glad that. And my thanks to Mateus as well for keeping my sister safe.
I'll pass it along. Sister?
Appreciated.
Huh. Suppose I
Yes.
should know that, but...
Yes,
that-
both
Makes sense.
both Aqua and Waverly are my sisters. We're all half sisters, I guess, but
Well, you all share the same chipper attitude, it seems, and it is always a pleasure to meet with any of you. So,
yes. Well,
I'll let you get
good to
along
see
then.
you.
Likewise.
Thank you. Have a
You as well. She's walking that direction, so I'm going to stand here for a moment, with a large smile on my face to look like I'm intending to stand here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You know, if I was a criminal, this would be called an educated follow. No, it wouldn't. I made that up just now. For the audience, that doesn't exist. Look, if 99% of my jokes, or phrases, or remarks are going to be duds, I might as well have 99% also encompass my solo times, the 1%. Good evening. The 1% is more often not falling on situations like that where I get so fussed up trying to say good evening that I just get lost in my head and I don't hear a thing. And she said nothing back if you ask me, but I know she said something back. I just kind of blocked out all sound because what else am I supposed to do? Besides probably bury my head in a pillow. That's out of the way. It's part of that. Okay, now why there? Professor Carriageman has been spoken with. And I just should do anything else tonight. Actually, I shouldn't focus that. I have had a very productive night. Things I think went surprisingly well with Veswin. Should they have? No. She seems on good spirits. I don't know if she still wants that personal talk. She was just leaving. No, she doesn't. Maybe she does. Maybe give it some time. Let her think. She seems in better spirits, so I'll let her be in better spirits. I'm gonna sit because I'm not tired.